Morning. I'm going to show you how I do my stoma change. This is Stumpy. I use a two-piece bag. I like the two-piece bag because if I go out or something and I have to change it, all I got to do is change the bag. Now what I do is I set everything up first. On the ring, I go with Combatech on my product. I use a Shore Pit Combatech. That's for the barrier ring. And then I use Combatech bag. It's a see-through bag. They also have the bag with the ring on it. This uses a clip on it, which I prefer over the Velcro. Then I use, for my waist, I use Great Value gallon Ziploc bag to put all my waste in. I have my Brava strips that I use, half moons. I also keep some 1x1s or 2x2s just in case Stumpy gets a little out of hand. I also use Unisolve adhesive remover. Now I use Skin Prep. There's two types. There's the non-sting one, and there's the other regular Skin Prep. And then I have some alcohol wipes that I use also. Then I have Adapt powder. I also use Adapt paste. And for my bag, lubricating oil and odor eliminator. All these products I get from Edgepoc. And they're very good on my reorders and delivery. So, first thing I do is I take my ring and I already have, it's 2 inches, have it marked. Place that over there. Try to get it as centered as possible. With a pencil. Just make a mark. And take it. I try to just cut outside the line. I do all my prepping first. So it looks like that. Doesn't have to be anything pretty or fancy. And I put that off to the side. Okay, once that's done, now we get ready. So first, what I do is I unput the old bag, and I tie off the bottom. Because I save and reuse the same clip. As long as it's working fine and it holds, I keep using it over and over. So I'll save that. Now I have a talk with Stumpy and tell him, Stump, we're going to clean you up. Please be good. Now, all I do, and I have everything here. Well, first, what I do, so I don't lose the clip, I'm sorry, is I take the new bag, set it up, put the clip on the bottom, clip that so it's ready, turn it over, there's about 10 to 12 drops of the lubricating liquid in there, so I guesstimate now. I had my stoma put in at the end of January of this year, so I cut this down to about 10 minutes, 10 to 15 minute bag change. Now the new bag's ready to go once I get the ring on, so that's all set, so everything's all ready to go. Now we do the change. So what I do is, all this is done, I'm in my lazy boy. So I take the old Brava strips, start from the top, peel them down, put that in the bag. Next, take off the barrier ring. And it all just comes off, peels right off, and it all goes in. Sweet and clean. And there's Stumpy. Take some of the 1x1 gauze, clean up some of the mess here. There. Now I take an alcohol wipe, and I do this here because, you know, you're dealing with waste, so if it stings you, you don't have to use it. I do it for bacteria and whatever. I don't touch the stoma. It's just the skin around it. I try to keep the skin as clean as possible. That's my major thing. Because in the beginning, I even did this in the beginning, because I had so many problems with the leaks and the burning and everything. My skin was so bad. I am not going through that again. So if I could keep it clean and disinfected as possible, I will do that. Like I said, I don't go touching the stoma with it. I just want to make sure there's no mess. Okay, after that, I go with the unisolve, and this is the adhesive remover. Now when you open it up, there's a lot of liquid in the bag, so make sure you do it over the area and do a good scrub. Get all that adhesive out of there, the old stuff. Don't be stingy on using. Use at least 2. Get moist enough. Scrub it real good. The alcohol pads help too. So it helps with to me it helps with the prep. My insurance covers all this, so I don't pay for any of the supplies. But I'll tell you, when I had the problem with all the leaks and everything, it took about a month before we got it under control. And this is the system that worked for us, and I have not changed it, and I'll never attempt to change it. But a lot of the leaks in the beginning is due to you have to be patient and wait for the healing to happen, to close up around the stoma. And your skin to heal after the surgery. And everybody has to find the right type of ring. Combatech, when I sent for the police supplies, it was great because they sent me a nice little travel pouch to carry my extra supplies when I go out. You want to make sure this is dried off. So I got a nice little pouch to carry everything in when I go out. Make sure you dry that down. So I dry that off. Now I take the adapt powder and I just put a small little bit right around close to where the stoma is. Not in the stoma, just around. Then I take a gauze. And you kind of want to rub that in to the skin. And I rub it in and I bring it all the way out. And at the same time, you want to pull any, you can see the adhesive. It helps pull the adhesive out. And you rub it away from the stoma. I don't like to get anything in my stoma. So any adhesive that pulls away, I try to make sure I get it all away from there and get this as clean as possible. And then I just pick it all up with the gauze. And everything goes in the bag. As you can see, I keep the bag right next to me, right here. So everything goes right in. Okay. Now that we got that done, now we go to the skin prep. Skin prep, I start right around the stoma. This one here, I do really, really good. I make sure I get it really, really well. And then with the first one, I do around the stoma and work my way out all the way around the outside as far as I can go. I don't care if it comes out past the ring. I go as far as I can go. This one here, I do not care. I'll use 2 of them. You'll notice that when you go to do the second one, you'll have resistance, which is a good thing. That means you have a real good tacky skin for everything to stick to. And that's what you want. You'll notice as you use it, you'll still get adhesive coming off, which is a good thing. The more you get off, the better. The cleaner you get this, the better. Always open your packages over the area that you're cleaning, because they will drip out. And here's the second one. Same thing. As close as you can without touching it. Really, really good. To me, this is the important one. This, I will change this every 2 to 3 days, typically 3 days. And it's still, you saw it's still staying on good. Okay, this one you make sure that it stays dry. Okay? This one you gotta let dry good. Okay? Now I use an Ekin. Okay? That's the cohesive, that's the number. Okay? Now the Ekin. These are good, especially in the beginning. If you had the well and you had the leaks, you can form these any way you want. It's just like a rubber. So you could do whatever you want with them. You keep them outside the stoma. If it's, you could split it, you could do whatever you want with it. Okay. Nothing fancy. Okay. After you put that down, then you take your adapt paste. Okay. Now, you don't go crazy with the adapt paste. What I do with the adapt paste is I go right on the edge of the Ekin on the inside. And I lay it right on the inside edge, just to put a seal in the crease. You don't use a lot. It's just to put a seal between the Ekin edge and your skin, and the eking edge, and the barrier ring. So now that's done. Okay. Now, okay, that's all prepped and done. Now you take your barrier ring. On your barrier ring, you have a split in the back with your tape. Okay? I like to keep that top and bottom. That way there I know where I'm putting it. And when you cut your hole, if you have an oval or something, and you have to keep your oval bigger to one side, you know where you're setting it. So I always keep these top and bottom, that way I know where I'm going. So first, you peel the tape off the ring itself. And you line that up around your stoma. Now mine empties out on the left, so I try to keep it more towards the left side than the right. Then I just do a little press on the inside so it seals with the paste. Then you peel. And I like to go all around that plastic ring. So it goes tight. And same thing on the left side. You just take your time. If you've got an obedient stoma, see, Stumpy's a good boy. He likes to get changed. Stumpy's very good. Now, the reason why I like the rubber strips is because this barrier ring, they're not very thick around here. So they tend to come loose. This barrier, this rubber strip is a big help in helping it hold on and keeping it down. So these are wonderful. So you peel it off. Then I keep it tight to the ring. Go bottom. All the way around. Make sure it's sealed good against the skin. Then I do it. Same thing to the other side. Now sometimes I was using 3. Okay. But I found out I can get away with 2 for the days I'm wearing. Now, once that's done, you take your bag, position it however you want. You can put it this way, you can put it this way, you can put it that way, however you want to put it. You put it on, make sure it clicks. And there he goes, he's happy. He's talking, he's happy. And you just give a slight little tug on it, make sure nothing pops up. And there it is, your change. That's all clean. Now, what I like about these, they're easy to burp. Number 1, like I said, I bring extra bags when I go out. I bring everything with me. But if I have to change it, all I do is the same thing. I pull this off. I tie off the bottom, take the clip off, roll it all up, put it in a Ziploc bag, put a new bag on, and that's it. And then I take, and I have the full one that when I'm out, that I change in the Ziploc bag, take it, and that's waste. So if I have a full bag and I'm out someplace, instead of having an embarrassing moment, I put it in this, boom, I changed it in a matter of minutes. It was nice and easy. I don't have to change everything. I don't have to worry about going and cleaning out the bag and having a problem, make sure, rinse it all out. I just change the whole bag and get it over and done with. So me having the 2-piece bag, I love it. So that's my video on how to change my 2-piece and my stoma. I hope you enjoyed it. If you like it, hit like. Any questions? Send in comments or send me an email. It's pal07151@gmail.com. My name's Pete. More power to you guys. It changed my life. I hope it changes yours. Don't get frustrated. You get used to it. Enjoy.